Hi, welcome back. After the learning of Java and Java 8, now it's time to switch over to version control system. So, what is meant by version control system, right? So, version control system plays a very key role especially in the coding. Well, if you either a developer or an automation architect, automation engineer, SCM plays a very major role. That means SCM stands for source control management tool. That is what is a version control is all about. So what is meant by version control? Why we need a version control, and what are the tools available in version control, and how to uh, deal with version control. That is what we are going to learn in this series. So please watch out for all the videos. So in this video, this is just an introduction of what is meant by version control and what are the tools available in version control. Okay, what is meant by version control? Why we need a version control? Why version control plays a major role in any coding well, right? So let us assume I am an automation architect, and if I am working developing a framework, and I am developing a code, and I am running the automation test on a daily basis or weekly basis. So how this version control plays a major role in automation well? Let us try to understand that. Okay, let us assume. See, I am developing my script in a machine one. Let us say I'm an automation developer. I'm working in a machine one. Similarly, my colleague is developing automation in his mission 2. Let us assume we are working for the same application, and I'm working for module 1 and he is working for module 2. Now, at the end of the day or end of the week, we have to run both the modules together in some machine, either in my machine or in his machine or in any other some third machine, right? How can we achieve that? Say I am developing the scripts in my local, and he is developing the scripts in his local. How can we do that? Say let us assume there is no version control is available. How can we do that? So if I'm developing the scripts, once I complete it, and he is also developing scripts, once he is completed in his mission. Now, without version control system, in ancient times, what will be happening? Either I have to send the code to his machine, right? Either I through email or through shared repository or whatever the possible ways, right? Either I have to send to his machine, and he will merge in his machine my code and his code. He will merge it together, and the merged code we will be taking as a automation finalized one, and he will be running that, and vice versa. Whether instead of I am sending, he will be sending to my machine, and he will be running, right? So if any small changes done in, once again I have to send all the files, whatever the files modified, I have to send to him. He has to merge. Like this process will continue, right? Okay, this itself a tedious, but okay, at least it is manageable. Let us assume four persons are working together. Mission one, mission two, mission three, mission four. That means local mission one. That means each person is working in their each local machine, right? Now, how can we get that without Git? Now, the person A should send to B, then they will merge it, then they will send to C, then the mission 3 will merge mission 1 and mission 2, then mission 3 will merge to mission 4, right? That is how the combination is. Then let us assume if two more missions are getting added, mission 5 and mission 6, then it is seriously, it will be too much tedious work. All the persons should be say for example mission 1 and mission 2 have been modified. Once again the mission 1 and mission 2 to modify, merge to mission 3 and mission 4, right? So that is how it's a tedious process to maintain. It is not that see, automation is all about your convenience and make the lives easier. You should not be tedious, and this looks clumsy and tedious, right? That is what version control system plays a very major role. So what is meant by version control system? See, these are all local repositories, right? Each machine is having a local files. Now what the version control system will do is, see, the mission 1, mission 2, mission 4 all are local repositories. What they will do is they will send the file to the server repository. Say for example mission 1 has developed the code, has completed, then the mission 1 will send to the server repository. Then mission 2, once are completed, they will send to the server repository. Mission 2, mission 3 will get to the server repository. Okay, then now mission 4, he doesn't have any new code. What he will do is he will take the code from the server repository and he will start modifying it. So that is make the life very much easier, because there is no need to travel between mission 1 and mission 2, mission 3, right? Just machine 1, if it completed, it will send to the server repository. Similarly, machine 2, machine 3, as well as machine 4. That means people, there is no need to depend upon each other. Just they will communicate only with the server repository. If anybody wants to get the code, latest code, just they have to get the pull the code from the server repository, and they can start working on it. That makes the life easier for anybody, and it is easier to maintain as well. So what is my version control? Even it will give you the history of it. Hey, this is how we are modified in this date, and now this is what you are modifying it. Even the history has been maintained. Whereas in the earlier, without git, the history cannot be maintained. Whereas here the history can be maintained, so you can know the difference. Okay, this has been modified by this person A, and now it has been modified by mission I mean the person B. So this is what the difference is. Now I can make the difference, right? That is how life makes very much simpler. That is how we need to learn about version control. So that is what we are going to see in the upcoming session. Please watch out for it. Now we are going to see in the upcoming session, say what is my local repository, what is my server repository, how to create a server repository, how to create a local repository, how the local repository and server repository are dealing with how the files have been moving from local repository to server repository, how to pull the file from the server repository. That is what we are going to see in the upcoming sessions. Watch out for it. Until then, bye. Thank you.